When University of Toledo athlete Janelle Noe went to a party in January, she had no idea her life would be changed forever. For the first time, Janelle Noe is opening up about what happened that night. It's a story you'll see only here on WTOL 11.
When you think about January 15th, what comes to your head?
It's just a life-changing day, and not for the good, I would say.
January 15th, 2016. Janelle says she got a text from fellow student athlete Chris Housel about a house party at his off-campus home, asking her if she wanted to come over.
So I get there, and I don't drink, and so I always go there as a self-proclaimed DD, and then, hang out while I'm there.
Janelle says she wasn't even at the party an hour when the night took a turn for the worse.
He took air freshener, and he was trying to light that on fire, and I told him, stop it, you're an idiot, you're gonna catch the house on fire, basically.
But Housel didn't stop.
He was walking towards me, and he had a candle, kind of like this big, a lit candle in his hand, and he was down to his side. I guess he was carrying the bottle of Everclear. The next thing I know, he poured it onto the candle, and I was on fire. That's all I remember.
She says she heard people screaming, "Stop, drop, and roll." Her clothing engulfed in flames until a friend stepped in and ripped her shirt off to help, while others used a blanket to put out the fire.
I felt like my body just kind of not necessarily melting away, but kind of just feeling everything closing in, and I just felt like I was being suffocated. So I was conscious the entire time. I remember trying to scream and not being able to.
Janelle was taken by ambulance to the burn unit at Mercy St. Vincent. Over 50% of her body was now covered in second and third degree burns.
The ones up here on my chest and were the deepest, and my neck, and they were concerned about those a lot. They said that if I probably would have burned for seconds longer, I would have died. But
it wasn't until she was home from the hospital, trying to resume everyday life, that the reality of what happened really sank in.
It was just a combination of how I looked and what would the future hold for me, and how long is it going to take until things are semi-back to normal.
Chris Housel was sentenced to 4 months in jail and community service in a burn unit. And while he will be out of jail in a few months, Janelle will live with these scars for the rest of her life.
I'm not him. I don't know what his thoughts are. I'm hoping that it will affect him just as long as it has and will me.
This is Janelle's sanctuary, her distraction from the pain, the scars, and her new normal.
Things are bad, but I try not to let that consume me while I'm running, because it's a one outlet that, I have to not have to worry about it or think about it all the time.
Where do you find strength?
In the future. I looking into the future. I try and think of, okay, a year from now it's gonna be this better. So I live in the present, but I also live in the future.
While January 15th, 2016 will forever be a life-changing day for Janelle, it's not stopping her from trying to get back to life as she once knew it.
I remember when the doctor gave me the okay to start running, he was like, I think the main thing you need to do is go run. It made me happy. I went home that day, and I just jogged around my yard as long as I could.
Jogging around the yard turned into running around the neighborhood, which led to local festival runs and then finally competing again for the Rockets.
The hardest part, I think, was trying to get back to do normal stuff, and having to deal with some of the limitations I had.
But running didn't just help the healing process physically.
Even though it's frustrating sometimes, it helps mentally too to think, wow, at the beginning of this year I thought I never would be able to do it again, but here I am. My coach has to constantly remind me it's a blessing that you're even out here, being able to do this.
And for her teammates who've been by her side since the incident, Janelle's an inspiration.
We wake up in the morning and we're like, wow, we're gonna go run. She wakes up in the morning and she's already tired, exhausted, who knows what she's going through, and she's out doing the same thing or more than what I'm doing every day.
But running is just one part of her getting her life back. Janelle is also working on getting her degree in physical therapy.
Life's gonna be different now, and it's not gonna be the same, and I have to try and accept that and hope that in the upcoming years it'll get better, and I'll be able to not necessarily move on, because I don't think I ever will be able to, but just, accept to learn how to live my life the way I am now.
While Janelle's road to recovery is still in the early stages, as the slogan that's been used to help raise money for Janelle says, she believed she could, so she did.
You can't put limits on yourself. If something bad happens, you can't always dwell on it forever. Of course, you have your right to be frustrated or angry, but it gives you an opportunity, new opportunity to inspire other people. That's what I try and do, is try to just make the most out of what I can do.
Really an incredible story there. We thank Janelle for telling that inspiring story for us. We'll be right back.